Man, can you hear that wind blowing? Well, it's a good time for me because I haven't been on the water in a little bit, but it's a good time to do some editing. The wind's blowing, it's crazy. You can hear the wind chimes, so that's a good thing. I got some crazy news for you. I'm going to show you how I do some awesome compound, wet sand, buff, polish this new Cape Horn I got because it was heavily oxidized. And then I also have some updates on the boat for you. So stick around. So I've been getting a lot of questions. Where are you at? How's the boat come along? Can I do a charter? And the answer to them questions has been pretty much no. Over the last month and a half has been pretty rough around here. I had to stop working on the boat 2 weeks ago. I got really far. We're really close on this Cape Horn. I can't wait to show you the progress we've made. But I've been working on it so hard, and I thought my hands have been going numb for some reason. I don't know why. I went doctor, they sent me for an MRI, and on the MRI it showed I had a tumor, a brain tumor, in the back of my head. It's crazy. Here's the images right here. We didn't know what to do. I went up to Mayo in Jacksonville, which is one of the awesomest hospitals I've never been to a hospital like that place. It's crazy. So we went up there, and within a week, I was in there getting surgery. I got surgery, they took it out, and thank God it's not cancer. Whew, thank God. So now I'm just on recovery mode. Here's the damage right here. If you want to see it, look. If you don't, turn your head. But here's the damage right here. It is crazy. I got 28 staples in the back of my head. It's going to leave a nasty scar, but I'm here. I got about a 4-6 week recovery. And it's a good time to do some editing. So with that being said, I'm going to lead into this video. I'm going to show you how I do some buff, wax, compound, wet sand, the works. Because this boat was heavily oxidized, and I brought it back, and it's pretty shiny. So check it out. Hopefully you like the video. At the end of the video, stick around. I'm going to show you some updates on what I've been doing on the boat, and without giving away too much, because I got videos coming. But all right, guys, check it out. What's going on, guys? Welcome back, Jacked Up Fishing. Well, today is a good day. I am done with the deconstruction process of the Cape Horn. Thank gosh. I've taken the console, leaning post, everything out of this thing, sold the engines, took the stickers off yesterday, and cleaned up the back, which was a lot of work. So now, before I do anything more on this as far as gel coat matching and all that good stuff, I need to do a compound and buff and polish on this bad boy to get the real color. Because right now, if you look at it, it's really hazy, it's chalky. There's still good gel coat here, but I need to cut into it, get some new gel coat, some fresh gel coat to see what color I'm working with. That way when I match the gel coat, everything matches up perfectly. So the first thing I'm going to do is wet sand this bad boy. What I did was I bought some Duragold off Amazon. It comes in like a variety pack. I think it starts at 600 grit and works its way all the way up to 3,000 grit. It comes in like 2 pads. I bought a couple of these, and I'll put the link down in the description below. Really good product. I also use a Orbital, and it's got the hook and loop system on it. So this is 600 grit on here right now. I just started. And then also I'll put a little spray bottle together with some soapy water, and I'll squirt the soapy water on and work it back and forth. So I'll start off with 600. I'll work my way up to 800. If I'm getting crazy, which I'm probably gonna, I want a really nice shine, I'm gonna go up to 1500 and then possibly 2,000 to 3,000. Then I'll buff, compound it, and it should come out like a mirror. But let me show you how I'm doing it. All right, don't mind the outfit. I know I look goofy, but oh well. This is my buffing and dirty clothes, get after it outfit. I'm just going to squirt a little section. You're going to squirt about a 2x2 section. I got the 600 grit, and now I'm just going to go back and forth in a square pattern. I'm going to go back and forth all the way up to that square. I don't want to miss any spots. I want to overlap 50% and just keep going over. Nice and easy, nice and smooth, even pressure, nothing crazy. Don't push hard on it, you don't let it bear down, and you're just going to sand that spot. It's real easy. Nothing crazy about it. You're just cutting the gel coat a little bit. The gel coat's pretty thick, man. It's almost probably a good 1/16 thick, honestly. when it's new. You can buff it a few times, and just stay away from your corners. The corners are where you want to stay away from. You can bear down them corners and they come off quick. And I'm just going to keep working my way up. 2-foot sections all the way up. You see how I'm squirting the soapy water, and that just keeps the friction down. I don't want any friction, no pulling, nothing like that. And it's just I'm gonna go right down it, mark my line again, and it kind of makes a line in the bubbles with the soap, and that's how you kind of follow it. But this is what I'm gonna do. This is the 600 grit. We're gonna work all the way down the hole. So I sped it up for some time savings here. I know you just don't want to watch me just work. So the thing is here, the main thing is the RPMs of the buffer. You don't want to go crazy. You just want to do about 1,000 RPM. Let it do its thing. You see how I'm just kind of going back and forth, doing it, spraying it off, making sure, and it's getting some product off. So now I got the whole side done. 600 grit. It's already down. It even got underneath there as far as I could reach. So now I'm gonna hose it all off. Look at the material just from the wet sand I got. It's all over the boat. You can see on the trailer, all on the ground. That was that chalky material I'm removing. So now after I hose this down, we're gonna start with the 1,000 grit and go from there. So before I go putting the 1,000 grit on, I wanna wipe this down. I got a washcloth that I use for washing the boat, and some soapy water, and I just want to wash all this off because there is a lot of material on the boat still that didn't just wash off. You can see it right here on the pad. I want to get that off so that way that sandpaper, the 1,000 grit, cuts into the nice clean gel coat, and we get a good uniform pattern. Then just going to come back, rinse it one last time, any residual that's on there, and then I'm going to start on the 1,000. Start buffing the same thing, same exact way, just a different grit. And I'm just trying to show you here, this is all gel coat material. That's the oxidation coming off. You can see it on the driveway. It is just raining down white, and that's a good thing. That's a good thing. I want to get to the good gel coat, like I keep saying, but that's all in the driveway right there, and that's just one pass. That's crazy. So here is the Duragold sandpaper. I use the 600 just now. Now I'm going to switch to 1,000 and then 2,000. Now the stuff I'm going to be using to buff the boat's called Stark Level R. It's good down to 600 grit, but you get a lot deeper shine and a lot better shine. It lasts a lot longer if you go down to the 2,000. No doubt about it. You can look it up. It's crazy, but it really makes the shine last, especially when you put a good wax on it, like some Colonite. But right now, I'm gonna switch to this 1,000. We're gonna go over this whole boat real quick. This one shouldn't take as long. And then we're gonna do the 2,000 grit after this. So the sander I'm using on this is a Porter Cable orbital sander. It's electric. I bought a new head for it. It's got a nice foam hook and loop on it. And this thing has been game changer. I've used it for a few years now. I like it a lot. I'll put a link right here where you can get it on Amazon. And yeah, man. If you're gonna do this, do it right with the right tools, that's for sure. So just like last time, we started the back, worked our way all the way up front, doing the same exact thing. All I'm doing is making it smooth. I'm making these scratches on the side. Work my way with the soapy bubbles, do like as you see, all the way up front, and then come back and rinse it off, and do the same thing with the 2,000. So the main thing is just take your time. Do a good job, because prep is everything. Once you do a good prep on this, it lasts a lot longer. Take your time, go over the entire hull. If you see any defects in the gel coat, make note of it. Come back, fix them later. All right, 1,500 grit is done. I'm gonna wash this off, and I'm gonna go ahead and hit that 2,000 grit just to kind of give it the extra little bit, and then we'll get the buffing. But right now it looks really good. I'm just gonna hose it down, get on this. I've been at it 2 hours on this one side, but I'm doing it right, taking my time. If I see any spots, I'm making a note of it because I'm gonna come back and repair them. There's a couple thin spots, couple little chips that I'm seeing, but in order to match this gel coat, you gotta get to that clean, unoxidized gel coat to match it. Otherwise, you're gonna have some different colors showing up. All right, let me get to this 2,000 grit, bust it out real quick, and let's get to buffing. So, like I said, same thing, going all the way down the hull, and I'm starting to notice that the hull is starting to shine naturally without the buffing compound. So that's pretty cool. But cleaning it up, it's basically just cleaning it up and just making it really smooth. And it's going on nice. All right, so now the wet sand is completely done. I'm just gonna hose this bad boy off, go get some lunch, let this dry, and then we're gonna come back and do some compound buffing, getting after it. All right, guys, we'll let this dry. Here we go. A lot of material coming off here. That's good, that's good. Get all that oxidation out there. All right, guys, well, it's all dry. Now we get to the fun part. I get to do the compounding. And what I'm gonna use today, now I'm a 3M guy through and through. I've been using 3M Perfect It. I've been using 3M Finesse It my whole life. And it's a great product. But today, I'm gonna use something a little bit different. It's called Stark Level R, and it's a diminishing abrasive. So what it does, it starts off at a level, it's called P800, so it gets 800 grit and finer scratches out. Really cool. And then what it does, it works itself into a polish. So it works real good, starts off with the cut and works itself into a polish. Then after that, I'm going to use Stark Elevate. That gets up to 1200 grit scratches out. And then after that, I'm going to use a Colonite wax. After you finish that, there's no doubt about it, you will have a shiny, shiny boat. So, all right, let's get to it. I'm gonna apply the Stark Level R. Got a wool pad, got my DeWalt variable speed buffer. We're gonna go ahead and apply the Stark Level R. We're gonna start off on a low speed, right around 1,000 RPM on the variable speed buffer, and see how it goes. So we're just gonna start off with a little 2x2 area. We're gonna wipe it on. This keeps it from right off the bat. I noticed the smell it's got. It's got a pretty crazy smell. Let's see what we got. Maybe we'll hit it 800. Wow, I don't know if y'all can see that, but man. That is amazing. That is amazing, wow. Let's keep going. Not bad, not bad. Boy, I have gotten down just a little bit, but you could see, I don't know if you can see on the camera or not, but what a difference. That is crazy. That's the line right there. You can see it all the way down this way. It is, I mean, you can see my reflection in this bad boy. Looks really good. And that's just step one. Holy crap, I cannot wait to see the final product. And that's just step one. I cannot wait to see the final product. All right, let's get to it, get her done. So right now I'm just going through the whole hull, and while I'm doing this, I'm gonna talk to y'all about this product. It's called Stark Level R. I've never used it before. It's a little bit different than the 3M. I still think the 3M's good, and I kind of almost like it a little bit better. I'm still on the fence about it. And that might be just because I'm used to that product. But it goes on quick, the Stark Level R, and it comes off quick, and it looks good. So that's all you can ask out of a buff and polished material. All right, so I got it all buffed out on this side. And it came out amazing. As you can see, nice shine. And like I said, this is only step one, but look at this, man. You can see, I can't even imagine what the next two steps are gonna bring. So let me go ahead, get started. I gotta pull out a foam pad now, and then I'm gonna use the old Elevate. I'm gonna just do the back corner real quick, see how it looks. All right, so now, like I said, I'm switching to the old Elevate. I switched to a foam, a blue foam. You can buy these foam and wool pads off Amazon. They have little kits. I bought the one with the 5 different ones. It comes with like blue, black, green, and red. Blue is like a light cut, green is a fine polish, and black is like your final polish, and I'll use that later on. But right now, I'm gonna use the blue one with the light cut. This is good for up to 1200 grit, P1200. So this is a kind of another step, if you will, and this makes it come to a shine, man. I'm pretty excited to show you guys this. All right, let's do it. And you can already see it's shining really good already. So let's see what this does now, the old Elevate. Same thing, little 2x2 section. You can tell this doesn't have the grit that the other one did, so this isn't a heavy cut. I can almost smell the wax in it. So we're gonna put it up to 1200 now. Let's see what it does. Come unplugged there. All right, we're gonna put this up to 1200. Here we go. Wow. Holy crap. That is insane. That is insane. Let's try a little more here. A little bit of this stuff goes a long way. The reason I'm putting it on with the applicator is so it don't sling everywhere. Let's do it. That is slick as butter. That is insane. You can really see it really shining. I don't know if you guys can see that in the camera or not, but man. I'm gonna go ahead and continue on just a little bit longer. I gotta go to a volleyball game, but I'm gonna come back. And just for reference, let me show you what the other side looks like. So there's the other side. You can see it's very chalky. Just for reference, look at that. Now let's walk back over here. See that side? See it's all chalky? Boom. Look at the shine off that bad boy. All right, let me get started and get a little bit farther with this elevate. I'll get right back with you. Well guys, it's been a few days. It's been raining like crazy. Stopped my progress. As you know, I got about halfway done on this side with the elevate. But today I got a goal. I'm gonna go ahead and jump to the other side, wet sand that side, and try to get as far as I can on that side, and then start working it together, the whole boat. And hopefully I get it done in the next day or two. So it's a big project, a lot of work, but as you can see, it's beautiful. Nice shine. I just washed it off. So let me jump to this other side. It's in the sun. I'm gonna try to get everything set up and wet sand that whole bad boy today. Let's go. I'll tell you what, when you switch to the sunny side, it's a lot tougher. It's a lot hotter over here. The soap water dries a lot faster, but I was able to get it done. We went over the whole thing 3 times. This is just one of the times where I just kind of show you. It's quite a process. When you let it go this far, it's real tough. But once you do this and you keep on it with wax, this shouldn't happen that much. This is a good thing. The main thing for me is I have to keep up on this. Otherwise, the tannic acid stain just becomes unbearable in my waters. So keeping it waxed, keeping it really shiny, helps keep that away longer and comes off easier. Well, I'm back in the shop again today. It's nice and sunny out. I was able to wet sand the other side of the boat the other night, and now it's a new day. So I'm gonna jump back on this side. I'm trying to work in the shade. You don't wanna work in the middle of the sun when you're buffing and compounding and waxing. It makes everything kick off too hot. It doesn't react the correct way. So you wanna kinda do it in some shade. But what I'm gonna do today is I'm gonna touch up some spots. I've noticed over the last couple days, there's a couple spots I need to hit with the buffer. And then I'm gonna work on that elevate. But I'm not sure I'm sold on this Stark stuff yet. So I'm usually a 3M guy, and we're gonna test that today too. All right, guys, let's get to it. Well guys, I'm almost done with this side, at least for the first 2 steps. You can see it, man, it is really shining. The good thing is it's really shiny. The bad thing is if there's any imperfections, scratches, or little dents, it'll show up now. But boy, it looks good. I mean, all I need is my final coat of wax, and that's the last part of this step on this side. The other side, I still have to do the elevate. I'm almost done here. I'm up to the bow here. As you can see, I made a line there. I got a little bit more to go, and then I'm gonna do underneath here. Whew. Boy, it's a lot of work. So next time you hire your guy to do your buff and compound and everything, give him a tip. This is a lot of work, that's for sure. The compounding and buffing is done on this side. Now it's the final stage, and what I'm gonna use on this one is called Colonite Fleet Wax. It's 885, it's like a paste, and a little bit goes a long way. You put it on, you can put it on by hand, of course, and you want to use circular motions, but I have a terry cloth Ryobi, and it just does work. You coat it, you let it haze over, and you come back and wipe it off. And for this portion, I'm gonna go get some help. Have somebody wiping it off for me, so let's get to it. All right, so what I'm doing now, I have my orbital here. It's just a little terry cloth orbital. I just take a little bit on a paint stick, just like this. Like I said, a lot will go a long way. I'll just wipe it on my terry cloth like this. You can use an applicator and put it on as well, but this machine will spread it pretty good. This machine will spread it really well. That's what it looks like. And you're just gonna go over to the boat And you're gonna do the same thing. You're just gonna do little bits at a time. Let it rub in. Nice. You don't need a thick coat. Just wanna make sure you get it all. Go both directions. Yep, and let it haze over. Just like that. See how it's hazing over? Let it do that. Then it's after it's hazed over, you're gonna let it dry, and then you're gonna come back and wipe it off with a towel. That's the hard part. So I'm just working my way all the way down the hull, letting it just haze over and dry. There's some spots that I did use a little bit more, and I wanna make sure that they do haze over and dry completely before you start wiping, because if it's not completely wiped or hard, it'll be hard to wipe off. And here's the finished product. Boy. It's crazy. Look how shiny this thing is. This is just the back corner he's wiped. He just started, but man, you could just see right off the bat that it just brings out the luster in the hull, which is really cool. It just beads right off. Water bead off. Nothing will stick to it. Really comes out nice. Let's continue on. Get her done. So he's wiping it off now. It's actually one of the hardest parts of the job is wiping this off. It's on there, but when it comes off, man, it is looking right. And it lasts a long time, so that's a good thing. That's why I use this stuff. But anyway, we're gonna go ahead and continue on with this, wiping it all off. I'm gonna apply the whole side, try to bust this side out. I'm trying to get this thing done today. Let's go. Well guys, we've been wiping down this side, wiping the colonite off, and I cannot wait to show you the shine this thing's putting off. Look at this. Boom. I don't know if you can see it or not, but man, it just looks like a sheet of glass. You can see reflection. That's what it's all about. Well, that's pretty much our whole system right there. Wet sand it, if it's a really oxidized boat like this one was, you're gonna wet sand it a couple times. You can start off light if you want, start off with 1,000 grit, work your way up to 2,000. That gets you a really deep shine like this right here. If it's really oxidized, you can go down to 600 like I did, and try to get some of the imperfections out. This boat hasn't been buffed since probably 10 years, I bet. It looks rough, but now it looks really good. So that's what it looks like. I'm pretty pumped. I still have to finish the other side, but that's all I got for you on this video. I'm gonna go ahead and finish this other side. Let me give you a quick little boom. Look at the shine coming off that bad boy. And that's what it is. That's all it does. A little bit of elbow grease. A lot of work though. It's a lot of work. Once you do it this one time, once you do it this one initial time and you keep up with it, you won't have to do it anymore. Unless you got like a blue or a red boat, them are the two worst pigment boats to have. The pigments always just fade real quick. But white's usually pretty good. Black's terrible as well. But that's pretty much it, man. Well guys, I hope you liked that video. There's a lot of work doing all that buffing, waxing, wet sanding, but man, it came out beautiful. I'm super pumped to show you the rest of the boat. I'm working on a bunch of videos. Hopefully I'll just put them out every week or every other week until I'm done. But the next video I'm putting out is a tuna fishing trip that we did a couple weeks ago, or about 3-4 weeks ago now, and we killed it. But here's some progress on the Cape Horn I've been doing. First and foremost, did that buff job, came out slicky smooth. Put this new style rub rail that nobody's seen on a Cape Horn before. A lot of work, came out awesome. Here's a few little images of it. I'm gonna show you how I do that on a video. I also bought and modified a leaning post that came out sick. I did all the glass work on it, and I gave it to my boy Danny at Fish's Fiberglass. He did all the fairing and just made it perfect. Re-gel coated it, and man, it looks awesome. I gave the whole boat a few weeks back to Danny and let him just go over the whole gunnel, redo all the non-skid, redo the inside gel coat in the splash well area. It is immaculate. It came out so sick. And lastly, I've been working on this center console. That has been taking it out of me. It's close, about turning a corner, and I've modified it so much it's just not even funny. But I'm hoping to get back at it pretty soon. I'll be able to get on it and give it to Danny and have him finish that. And I took all the hardware off the boat, polished it, put it all back, you know, back to, it looks good. Just did a little sanding, a little polishing on every little piece. Got new hinges, friction hinges, new Gemlux rod holders, man, everything. So it's coming together. All right, guys. Well, that's all I got for you on this video. If you haven't yet, hit that subscribe button. Hopefully I'll have some more videos coming soon. Got lots of time on my hands with this neck thing, head thing, and I'm feeling better. All right, guys. See you on the next one. Jacked Up out.